Hi everybody, welcome to the Florida Softball Network for a matchup between sister teams. As we've got two EC Bullets teams on the field. So you got the EC Bullets white, the EC Bullets Bobby team versus in gray, the EC Bullets Travis team. Reminds you of the football games preseason. So kind of went with the white and gray ball theme. Working the circle here is Avila Fitzgerald, and catching is Peyton Williamson. And that pitch in there for a strike. Batter here, Ariana Nord. Some camera adjustments there. Get you back here for that. Stat recorded is Ariana goes down on the strikeout. And the first pitch, the changeup there misses for ball one. Next pitch in there for a strike. Brings the count to 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the next one thought about swinging, held back for 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. And the next one misses for ball 3. So 3 balls, 1 strike, batter's count here for number 2, Lee. And takes the walk as the pitch misses high and outside. A little bit of a drizzle coming down right now, but not dark skies all the way around, so the rain clouds will pass. Always feel bad for the pitchers, whoever is out there, when the rain starts. Hard to grip the ball. And grip so important when delivering these pitches. Put spin on the ball, place them where you want. And that one is going to miss high. And again, there's case in point. That ball can easily slip out and sail away from the pitcher. That's what happened there on the wild pitch. And the runner able to advance over to second base. And there's a pitch in there for a strike. On the batter here, number 12. Here's a swing and a miss for a strike. Brings the count to 1 ball, 2 strikes. Running on the pitch there was Lee. She makes it all the way over now to third base. So runner just 60 feet away. Batter here with 2 strikes. And that one gets foul to the backstop. And the count even here. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 1 out. And that gets fouled once again to the backstop, and we'll stay at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Top of the first inning. Avila Fitzgerald working the circle. Already grabbed 1 strikeout. Would like to grab another one here if she can. And there it is. There's a drop third. And here comes the runner from third. And she'll make it safe. So the drop third strike allows the white team to get the run across. And they strike first, now up by a score of 1-0 with 2 outs. And the first delivery there misses inside to number 21. And that one gets tapped foul towards first base. Reese playing first base, goes ahead and grabs that, tosses it in. In the count now 1-1. 1-1, having some fun here on the clay on a Sunday afternoon. And that gets hit to third, gets past the third baseman. That's Fati. Normally the center fielder in this scrimmage. She's kind of, coach is putting players in positions they normally don't see, and that allows the runner to reach first base on what normally would have been a routine ground out to third. And first pitch by Avilo there to the batter, number 55, is in there for a strike. And that one grabs the outside part of the plate for strike 2. All right, no balls, 2 strikes. Batter gonna have to protect. Down in the count. Some work to do. 2 outs. Runner at 1. That's going to miss low outside for 1-2. And that misses same spot. Throw down to second, and they get the out. All right, so third out recorded on the base paths on the steal. As Peyton guns down to second, able to grab that ball, apply the tag. But not before the Bullets white team, able to get 1 run across. And the Bullets gray team about to have their first at-bats. So interesting, 2 sister teams. They actually placed 1 and 2. They both qualified for buys, so they could have taken this game time off. But instead, again, it being a scrimmage, great opportunity for practice, for reps here. They decide to go ahead and play each other instead of just sitting around. I'm going to assume that this game means nothing as far as this is single elimination play, but with both teams earning a bye, I think it's just kind of a fun game. And nice, it's between the 2 sister teams to be able to do this. A lot of these players know each other. Come on, Ari, you got to protect me here.
Now batting number 7, Haley.
So leading off in this game is going to be Haley Hirsch. Right behind her, it's going to be number 31, Kinsley Roman. So those are going to be your first two batters here in the bottom of the first inning, with the Bullets down by a score of 1-0. Well, Bullets gray rather, because the Bullets white team was up by a score of 1-0. Looks like we're about set. Umpire grabbing his chest protector. And here we go. First pitch of the bottom of the first inning. And the first pitch to Haley grabs the outside part of the plate for strike one. And the next pitch misses high outside for an even count of 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike for the batter. Haley steps in. And watches strike 2. All right, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Haley going to need to protect. So now I'm going to leave it up to the umpire. You're going to have to foul away anything close until she can drive one. And the changeup gets hit foul. So nice job there to stay alive. Haley fouls away the changeup. Look to see that pitch possibly again. With the pitcher well ahead in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And here we go. That one misses high outside, and the count goes to 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. And that one's going to get skied high towards first base. And first baseman, it bounces off the first baseman's glove. And Haley able to reach on the error. Now to bat number 31, Kinsley. Brings up to bat now number 31, Kinsley Roman. And that one gets skied high, but over the backstop and out of play. Okay, 0-1, runner at first base. And that's going to get hit right over second base. And Haley not paying any attention to the hit. Gets doubled off. Inexcusable base running right there. You got to keep your eyes on the ball, on the hit, and read the situation. It was an obvious line drive to the second baseman. And the white team is gifted 2 outs. So now up to bat number 22, Peyton Williamson. That's there for a strike. There's a nice change up there to Peyton. And now she's down in the count 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes. And that misses high. And now full count. Full count with 2 outs. 1 and 2 batters going down on the double play. Line drive out. And there's strike 3. So the gray squad goes down 1, 2, 3, all 3 batters on the error by the first baseman allowing Haley to reach, then the line drive by Kinsley to the second baseman, and then throws over to first where the runner had already left the base, allows the double play, and then the strikeout there by Williamson, and there's your 3 outs in the bottom of the first. So the white squad maintains their lead. Top of the second inning we go. Update your scoreboard there in the top left and remove the outs there in the top right. Let's knock that out first. Let's update your scoreboard. All right, white team obviously ahead 1-0 here in the top of the 2. And the first pitch gets hit right over to first base, easily played there by Reese. And the first out grabbed. All right, there we go. Everything's updated on your screen. And the first pitch for this at bat is in there for strike 1 on the batter, number 1. And there's a strike, delivered by Avalo Fitzgerald working the circle. And that pitch just misses outside. And the count 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes to count. And that's it. Nope. Okay. All right. Looked like that grabbed the outside, high outside part of the plate, but umpire didn't like it. So count goes full. All right. So Kasha lead the batter. Avalo Fitzgerald the pitcher. And that one's going to get tapped foul towards the third base side. Not a play. Well, in play on the field, but no play to be made. And Kasha going to come back in there. Working behind the dish now, Haley Hirsch. First base, Reese Kennerson. Second looks like Kinsley. And that one is going to stay fair. Firing all the way across the diamond. Kennedy Copeland guns it all the way across to grab the out. So a nice play there by KC to pick that ball up as it scooted its way up the third baseline, but stayed fair. Brings up to bat now, number 29, Brooklyn Benavides. And the pitch to Brooklyn, swung on and missed for strike one. And the changeup there grabs the outside part. Knew Avalo was working on getting that pitch. Got the call there. And now well ahead of the batter by a count of 0-2. And the 0-2 gets fouled towards the first base side. And we'll stay at 0-2. And there's a swinging strike three. All right, so 3 up, 3 down there. And the gray team able to put down the white team, but the white team remaining in the lead by a score of 1-0. Bring that one run across there in the first. We move into the bottom part of the second inning next as the gray squad tries to get back on and into the game. You're watching the Florida Softball Network. My name's Dave, your voice of FSN and the EC Bullets Jackson Travis 14U squad. Coming to you from Royal Palm Beach, Florida, here on a Sunday, October 13th of 2024. We thank you very much for tuning in, hoping you're enjoying the game. So 2 sister teams squaring off here, actually seeded 1 and 2, earned a bye, but decided, hey, let's play. Let's play. This is just scrimmage. This is just reps. Let's get the work in. The EC Bullets 14U Travis squad will be playing in 2 weeks in a PGF tournament located in Newberry, Florida, up near the University of Florida, home of the Gators. So that'll be, after today, the next action that'll be on the Florida Softball Network. So if you want to be notified of it, we invite you to like, to subscribe, so that you don't miss any of the great action here. And we thank you so much for being part of our community. All right, here coming down. So the throw from the catcher, Ariana Nord, coming. Nice pick. A little gun down, a little one hopper to second. And now the first batter of the top of the second inning, bottom of the second inning rather, Kira Sherman, now stepping up to the plate with Addison Held behind her in the batter's circle. And first pitch to Kira, grabs the outside for strike one. And a ball there brings the count to 1-1. The 1-1 misses for 2-1. Just a bit outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. And nice pitch there, grabbing the outside part of the plate to even the count to 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Batter's going to have to watch that outside corner. It's grabbing the call each time. Not as much of a shift by the catcher this time. And that ball misses low, and we are at a full count of 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes for Kira Sherman, the batter. And that one gets fouled to the backstop, and we'll stay at 3-2. Payoff pitch. Misses outside for ball 4. All right, so Kira jogs on down to first base. So the tying run now on with no outs, and Addison Held, the batter, coming to the plate. Addison's been hot as of late with her bats. Great opportunity for her to get another shot if she can find a gap in the outfield. There is no softball fence, so that ball can carry, though the grass is pretty high. Oh, that one's going to get, third baseman knocks it down, but not able to make a play. So nice attempt there, and Addie able to get on the infield single. Brings up to bat now Kennedy Copeland. So no outs, runners at first and second. KC with an opportunity for a couple of RBIs. Trying to get her team on the board. Here comes the first pitch. And it's going to be low. The steal attempt made. No one covering the base, and allows both runners to advance now into scoring position. Runners at 2 and 3 with no outs. And that ball is going to miss high. And the count 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. Kennedy ready for a third pitch of her at bat. As the call comes in, pitcher comes set. And that grabs that outside part of the plate. So we've seen that outside pitch get called over and over again. So batters might want to adjust, hit that ball where it's at, let it go out to right field. Or if you're ahead in the count like she is, wait for the perfect pitch. And there's one that comes off the pitcher's glove, but it allows Kira to come across home plate. And the game now tied. So 1 out now, runner at third, a run able to come across as Reese ties the game. As Kira able to come across. And now brings up to bat Reese Kennerson. And the pitch to Reese misses for ball 1. One ball, no strikes. And with the extended amount of time that it takes for the pitcher to get set, Reese doesn't like it, steps out, making the most of her at bat. Smart, way to play it. And that one misses outside and low. All right, so Reese steps back in. And there's that outside part of the plate. Called for a strike. We count 2-1 now. 2 balls, 1 strike. The go-ahead run just 60 feet away, standing at third base. Here comes the 2-1 delivery. And the changeup is in there for 2-2. And the 2-2 gets hit to short. Shortstop doesn't stay down on the ball. Managed to go right between her legs there, and it's going to allow the go-ahead run to come across. And Reese reaches on the error. Brings us to bat now, number 3, Fatima Masri. The first pitch there, outside part of the plate, called for strike 1. And that one a little inside for 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here comes the 1-1. And that one's golfed high into the air. And Molly Smith out in right field, able to get under it and make the out. Brings up to bat number 6, Cameron Solano, with 2 outs. And that is going to be a ball that's going to bounce on the wild pitch, allows Reese to advance over to second base. And with 2 outs, runner in scoring position for the Bullets Gray Squad. All right, Cameron going to look for something here. 1-0 count. There's a strike. And the count now 1-1. And that one's going to get hit over into center field. Center fielder under it and makes the 3rd out. But not before the Gray Squad able to bring the tying run across. So now we are in a 1-1 game between the EC Bullets Bobby and the EC Bullets Travis squads. You're watching the Florida Softball Network.
How we doing strikes from back to both sides, right?
Looks good.
Even for both sides.
Yes, yes.
As long as you're back for both sides, you're good.
Absolutely.
Keeps it fair.
I don't know about the field umpire though. He's questionable out there.
Yeah. He's an imaginary guy over there. That's a me.
Right.
The true truth is, there's some stuff over there that you don't see from here. You know what I mean? As far
There
as
is.
tag,
Yeah, no, I agree. Listen, just scrimmage games, right? You know, no one's.
I'm okay to yell at me because I'm used to being yelled at. You know what I mean? It's strange when they don't. Sometimes they complain about the balls and strikes, you know, and then sometimes, hey, you guys 20 eyes over there. There's only 2 of mine.
Yeah.
And one's probably bad. Of course you see better than me.
That's
you know?
great.
And they're usually to the side on their side. But when you call the same pitch on the other team, you know what I mean? They're
Right.
Like,
You're like, God, come on.
Come on.
Right.
It's the same thing for both guys.
Works both ways.
Right.
Agreed. Agreed. Well, listen, you know, the pitcher's got to figure out the strike zone too. Like I noticed you're calling that like outside on a right-handed, you're calling that outside part of the plate. So you know what, if you're a pitcher, go, okay, if I live there, I'm gonna need the call, and the batter is gonna either have to take it to right field, or yeah, whatever it is. Right. But as long as it's consistent.
Umpire's not adjusting nobody.
No.
It's bad no matter what. Every
Right.
umpire's different.
Agreed.
So what I see, the other guy sees, and it's totally, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's different. I'm like, oh, that was a strike. The ball's 3 feet outside. But I do the same thing,
Right.
sure. So,
And the strike zone's always different when it's your kid at bat.
yeah, it's real tight.
All right, top of the inning we go with the gray squad up on the white squad by 1 run. Here we go, leading things off, number 14. And the first pitch in there for strike 1 to the batter, Peyton Doris. Ooh, working the circle is Kara Sherman, who hits Peyton, and she'll head on over to first base. So the tying run on with no outs, with the change of pitcher now here with Kira working the circle. Brings up to bat now number 10 for the white squad. And the first pitch delivered misses high outside for ball 1. All right, Sydney steps back in. 1-0 count. And she presented, called for a strike. The count 1-1. An attempted pick over at first base, but able to get back is Peyton. Here we go. 1-1 the count. And there is a bunt laid down. Nice bunt. The gun across. Nice throw there by Kinsley, playing third base, crashes in, fires to first base to get the first out, but Peyton now, the tying run, able to advance into scoring position over at second base. Brings up to bat now Molly Smith. And first pitch delivered, misses high outside for 1-0. And there's a strike. And the count 1-1. And that's going to grab strike 2. All right, 1 ball, 2 strikes for the batter Smith. Sherman delivering. And that one gets hit foul. Little hit and run on there is with the pitch. Off running was Peyton from second base. But with the foul ball, it stays at 1-2. And it's going to miss outside for 2-2. All right, 2 balls, 2 strikes with 1 out. Runner at second base. And that's going to get off the end of the bat. And we stay here at 2-2. And the 2-2 is drilled in the gap between center fielder. And here comes the tying run. He's able to slide under. And we've got a tie ball game. Nice double there by Molly Smith.
0-0, Izzy.
So runner and batter exchange position. And now the white team and the gray team are all tied up at 2-2 here in the top of the 3rd inning. Still just 1 out. Runner in scoring position for the white squad. And Kira's pitch is foul to the backstop for strike 1. And there's a swinging strike 2.
Come on, be aggressive. Let's go.
All right, 0-2 count. Kira way ahead here in the circle. And that's going to miss outside. Hits the ground. And a stolen base by Molly Smith now has her at 3rd base, 60 feet away. And an opportunity for an RBI and a go-ahead run 60 feet away from home plate with just 1 out. Kira's still ahead in the count, 1-2. That's going to sail high for 2-2. All right, here comes the 2-2 pitch. And that's, just misses the outside part. Super close there. And the count goes full at 3-2. Seen that pitch been called a strike before, but this time it goes for a ball. It's right on that fringe. All right, full count. Payoff pitch. And gets fouled to the left side. And the at-bat stays alive. And we reset to 3-2 once again.
Come on, Iz. Way to fight.
And once again, this time foul to the backstop. So Izzy steps back in. And we stay full. See what Kira's got here. And that one is going to get hit over short. The play goes home, but the throw is towards the inside part of the field. And so the go-ahead run comes in, and Izzy's safe at first. So right idea, just execution just a little bit off. The throw a little towards the inside of the field. Would have been a tough play anyway. Good jump off of third base by Smith. And that pitch is going to miss for ball 1 for the batter. So this white squad entered down by a run. Now is taking the lead by a run. Nice pitch there by Kira to grab the strike. The count goes to 1-1. And it's going to miss outside. 2-1 now. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner at first base. The East Cobb Bullets white squad up by 1 run over the East Cobb Bullets gray squad. Oh, that's going to be well outside for a ball. And now batters count of 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike for the batter, Ariana Nord. She steps towards the batter's box, gets settled in. Kira set to pitch. Throws that one in there for a strike right down the middle of the plate. That was a perfect pitch right down the river, but Ari did not like it. And that one is going to get popped. Left fielder. No, it drops. And it looks like Cameron might have hurt her wrist diving for that one. Cameron is trying to shake it off. You can definitely see that she landed awkwardly trying to catch that ball. Jammed her wrist a little bit. Looks like she's shaking it off. I think she's okay. All right, well, now runners are at first and second base with 1 out. Bullets white squad looking to do some damage here. Already come back from a deficit to take the lead, 3-2. And here comes Kira's pitch. It's going to miss high for ball 1. And that one is going to get hit to the left fielder. Once again, diving for it, but unable to secure it. It touches the grass, and now bases are loaded on 2 diving attempts by the left fielder, Cameron Solano. 1 out, bases loaded. Opportunity here for the Bullets white squad to really open up the game. Already up by 1 run, having already put 2 runs on the board here in the inning. See if the Bullets gray squad can shut it down. Here comes the first pitch in there for strike 1. Exactly what they need. Here comes set. Reese ready. And the inside pitch is hit. Shortstop tries to dive for it. And another single. And a run comes in. So numerous base hits here have now put the white squad up on the gray squad by a score of 4-2. Here's a pitch delivered for a strike. So bases remain loaded with just one out. And there's a shot that is going to drop. Yeah, it's just finding the gap between the infield and the outfield. Allows 2 runs. No one is picking up the ball. It's a live ball. Live ball, all the Bullets Gray squad looking at one another. And the wheels are coming off here a little bit. As 2 runs able to cross on the double that was a blooper that dropped in front of the right fielder and between the first and second baseman. So still just 1 out, 2 runners in scoring position for the white squad. And now up by a score of 6-2. So they've been able to score 5 runs here in the top of the 3rd inning. All right, taking over to bat now, number 55. Remaining in the circle, Kira Sherman. Let's see what she has dialed up here. And nice pitch right down the river for strike 1. Here's a foul ball. And the count now 0-2 for the batter, Cameron Vickers. And that's strike 3. All right, second out made there. Kira helping her team out to grab the strikeout. Brings up Kasha Lee. And the first pitch to Kasha is going to be outside for ball 1. And the next one grabs the outside part for 1-1. If the pitchers can live on the outside part of the plate,
They're gonna pitch it to you.
they're going to get that strike call every time. Oh, that's going to sail high for 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runners at 2 and 3 with the white squad in the lead. And there is a swing and a miss for strike 2. Count all even now, 2-2.
Expect it outside.
And there's that outside pitch, just a little too far outside, and the count goes full. 3 balls, 2 strikes for the batter, Kasha Lee. Kira Sherman in the circle, Reese Kennerson behind the plate. And here comes the payoff pitch. And that gets fouled. And we will stay full. All right, 3-2. that one is drilled into the gap between center and left field. And they're going to get the out at home plate as number 21 tries to put a second run on. But one run did cross ahead of that. So a flurry of runs scored by the white team puts them up by a score of 6-2 over the gray squad as we move to the bottom of the third inning. A lot of work to do for the EC Bullets Travis squad. So, action-packed inning there as the EC Bullets white squad was down by a score of 1-2. And we're able to bring 5 runs across. We update that scoreboard. Give me a moment. Move this into the bottom of the third and update that score. A lot of data entry here. Bear with me. Upload that scoreboard to the camera, put it on your screen, and there you go. All right. So, like I said, EC Bullets white now up by a score of 6-2. Leading things off for the EC Bullets gray squad is going to be number 10, Avalo Fitzgerald. Playing an hour and 15-minute games here. We are just shy of an hour in, so another 15 or so minutes left. These are the 1 and 2 seed teams so far. They earned a bye, but instead of just sitting around, decided they would play a game. So, not sure. I do not believe this game has any relevance in standing. No one's going to go home after this. It's just a good opportunity to play some ball. Get some more quality at bats. Get some quality plays. And there's the coming down call. So on the pitch, the catcher will throw down to second base. Practice that throw down. Oh, no, not sure. Umpire's coming out. A little exchange of softball there. There's the outside throw. Nice throw there by the catcher.
Now coming to bat, number 10.
And here we go. So, like I said, leading things off here in the bottom part of the inning is Avalo Fitzgerald with the gray squad down by a score of 6-2. So they need to score 4 runs here to tie it, 5 to get ahead. And the first person to make that attempt is going to be Avalo. And the first pitch misses low outside for 1-0.
Bluetooth disconnected. Bluetooth pairing.
All right, here comes the 1-0 delivery. Yeah, it's going to miss low outside once again. Same spot. And count for Avalo now moves to 2-0. And here comes the 2-0 pitch. That misses high for 3-0. So now Avalo way ahead in the count. 3 balls, no strikes. Looking to get on base with her team down by a score of 6-2. And that's in there for a strike. And now the count 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike, the leadoff batter here in the bottom part of the inning. So no outs. Still batter's count here, 3-1 for Avelo. And that's in there for 3-2. Nice battle back there by Vickers to get herself into the count as it goes full. Here comes the payoff pitch. And that's hit just past the third baseman. Gonna make its way into left field. And Avelo reaches on the single.
Now to bat number 16.
Brings up to bat now, Luca Hansberger. All right, Luca ready for her first pitch of her at bat here. And so are we. Here it comes. And she watches that one for strike 1. All right, so 0-1 count. No outs, runner at first. And that one misses low for 1-1. Nice block there by the catcher. Okay, 1-1. And that one's going to make its way into left field, finding the gap between short and third. And now runners at 1 and 2. As the Bullets Gray squad trying to get themselves back into this one. And a good start for that. Brings us about now number 8, Mia Kalela. And timeout called by the coach of the white squad. And go out there and talk to his team. Now's the perfect time for you to either grab yourself a beverage, but before you do so, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, I invite you to click that subscribe button now. Get advised every time we've got a great game on. If you're not doing anything, jump on, watch, just like you're doing now. Appreciate the support. Coming to you here in a scrimmage from Royal Palm Beach, Florida. It's about an hour and 45 north of Miami. If you're not familiar with the South Florida area. Not too far from the Palm Beach International Airport in West Palm Beach. And just scrimmage games. This is not an official tournament, but a good opportunity for all these girls to play good teams from the local area. Don't always have to travel far. Some great teams in this one, including these two sister teams. All right, so Mia is going to come up to bat, ready to go. The EC Bullets white squad getting back into their player positions. Mia steps in, and we're ready for action. And here comes the first pitch to Mia. He's going to miss outside. Runners at first and second base. They need to get these runs to cross. Being down here in the score. Trying to get back into this game. Mia, here comes the 1-0 pitch to her. And that one is going to get fouled and drop for 1-1. And that one's going to be high. And there's the throw to third on the stolen base, and Avila just able to make it on the double steal. Tight play there. So now runners at second and third with no outs for Mia. Opportunity for some RBIs. As she's ahead in the count, 2-1. And that misses low for 3-1. So batters count now. On deck, Haley Hirsch. And there is a walk. So now bases are loaded.
Now batting number 7.
Go on, Haley. Swing hard, Hales. Line drive. You got it.
All right, so bases loaded here for Haley. Opportunity to get back into this game if she can drive one in the gap in the outfield. And she watches the first pitch for strike one. And there's one there. It's going to get just past the shortstop into left field. And Haley's on.
Now to bat number 31, Kinsley.
All right, so the EC Bullets Gray squad going to try to chisel back. Now the score 6-3 on the RBI hit by Haley. And that's a nice pitch. Just a little high. Kinsley with a good eye, knowing to lay off of that one. And it's 1-0. Hour and 10 minutes into an hour and 15-minute game. This could be the last at bats. The Gray Squad, the home team. And that one gets fouled for 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. In the hole, on deck is Peyton Williamson. At bat here, Kinsley Roman, bases loaded. Currently no outs. Trying to make the most out of all of them. Score 6-3 with the white team ahead. And here we go. 1 ball, 1 strike. And that one is going to be just foul up the first base side. So nice rip, but just foul to the right of the first base foul line. All right, so now going to have to protect 1 and 2. And the 1-2 is high and popped out of play. Bounces off of the first base dugout. And we stay here at 1 and 2. And the high pitch swung on and missed. And the first out made with the strikeout by Kinsley. Well, brings up to bat Peyton Williamson. Bases still loaded. 2 outs to work with to get back into this game. Time going to expire within the next 2.5 minutes. And first pitch misses for ball 1. Tying run over at first base. Need to get her all the way around. The winning run at the plate. Watches there for a strike. And nice hold there by Peyton. Thought about it. Would have been strike 3, so better off. Better off making that call. Nicely done by Peyton. Sometimes gets a little scary. You never know what the umpire is going to call. Good job there by Peyton. And there is exactly what the Bullets needed. That's going to score 1. That's going to score 2. A nice double there by Peyton. And now the tying run just 60 feet away with 1 out. And coming to bat now is Kira Sherman. So the first pitch to Kira, coming here in a moment, is in there for strike 1. Pop fly there to right field. Right fielder not able to hold on to it. Here comes the tying run. And that ball in and out. An error by the right fielder allows Haley to come across to tie this game. And the go-ahead run is at third base. So the winning run at third with Addison Held now coming up to bat. Time is expired. With 1 out and runners at the corners. Here comes the first pitch to Addie. And she watches that one go outside. There's a throw down to second. And they got her out at second base. And the runner at third just stood there. Did not take advantage of the throw down to 2. And just spectators over at third base. So now 2 outs. Winning run at third. Addie needs to get on base, needs to find a hole in order for her team to win this. Otherwise, it will end in a tie, which for sister team, maybe not so bad. You know, nobody walks away a loser. And that pitch in there for a strike. All right, so 1-1 count here. And that one's going to get hit to third. Third fires across. And the third out made, and the game ends in a tie. So there you go. Sister teams with 1 and 2 seeds play each other. And the game ends in a tie, 6-6. So a nice battle back by both teams when they were down. And the game ends with a final score of 6-6 here on your Florida Softball Network. We'll be back to you in just a few minutes as we